from getting fooled, but it's already time for the next act. Take a look.
There are really only 12 notes on the piano, but there's a million different combinations in which you can play them, and the same goes with magic. There's only 8 effects, but it's what you do with those 8 effects. I remember back in the day, I had nothing to say, but becoming an adult, you have life experiences and you have stuff you want to say, and magic just becomes the vehicle for that. I try to take different bits from everything in life and put it into my magic because, that's how you connect with the audience and make it a really powerful experience. My brother Bruce was 2 years older than me. He passed away in 2011. It put everything into perspective. I think it really showed me not to sweat the small stuff. We're cut from the exact same cloth, so I know he's looking down, proud of me and taking this journey and making it into a career. I feel like I can see him with this grin on his face being like, nice work.
Please welcome Winnipeg's own Darcy Oak.
Every single person in this room can probably remember the very first moment they ever experienced that feeling of real magic. And for some of you, that might be tonight. For me, it happened when I was 6 years old. I was sitting around at home and my dad was playing with a deck of cards. Now, my dad knows zero magic. He says, Darcy, pick a card. I was skeptical. So I reached into the pack, I pulled one out, I looked at it, I put it back inside. He said, without looking, I'm gonna find your card. Sure enough, he closes his eyes, spreads the cards out face down on the table, reaches into the pack, pulls one out, flips it over. Lo and behold, it was my card. I was absolutely flabbergasted. Had no idea how to explain what I just saw. Begged him for a month to tell me how he did it. Wouldn't tell me. Finally, 5 weeks later, I learned it was a complete accident. Just so happened to work out. But that moment changed the course of my life forever. So right now, I'd like to try to share that moment with all of you. I've got a bottle. The bottle is made of glass, completely solid, untampered with, and the cork will remain in the mouth of the bottle. The bottle goes in the box. The box is locked and placed inside the larger box. Now you can stay right there, but Teller, if you could do me a favor and hold on to the box for me, we'll just rest it right on your lap right here, if that's all right. Thank you very much. Penn, we have a deck of cards right here. We will remove the jokers from the pack. They'll sit right there. Thank you very much. You can see that all of the cards are in fact different. No two are the same. What I'm gonna do in 1 second is I'm gonna hand you the deck, and behind your back, I want you to take one card out from the middle, flip it over, put it face up on top, and then cut it into the pack. Sound good?
Okay.
So behind your back, take out one card, put it face up on top, cut it into the deck. So that way nobody knows what card.
So I reach in anywhere I want into the middle.
Anywhere in the middle, pull it
Take
out.
out one card, put it face up on top.
Don't look, Teller, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Right, and then I'm going to cut it somewhere in the middle of it.
Exactly.
I think I followed all the directions properly.
I hope so.
And there is the deck. There should be
Perfect.
one card face up in the deck there.
Excellent. We'll have a look here. If we go through,
Now it's going to be face
see,
down.
See, one card is face down, one card only. You have selected the 5 of hearts. Nice choice, Penn. Watch very closely because we will do this very, very slowly. Your 5 of hearts, you could have selected any card in the pack. We will take one of the jokers, and all we're gonna do is sandwich it right between the jokers. Watch closely, because this will happen very quickly. You could have selected any card in the deck. You chose the 5 of hearts, which is now sandwiched between the 2 jokers. Here we go, watch. You give it a little shake, and it vanishes. Gone. The hands are empty. Inside this box, check it out, is the other box. Inside this box, have a look inside.
Oh my goodness, and you did it right in Teller's lap.
It's risky business.
Yeah, that's so cool. How long have you been into magic?
Since I was a kid, since I was about 6 or 7 years old, and that's actually a true story.
Since your dad,
And
yes, right.
yeah, it's actually, I went to university for 1 year after high school, and obviously was failing everything because I was so focused on performing and learning magic. And I eventually learned that if you had unpaid parking tickets, the university wouldn't send your transcripts to your parents, so I racked up all of these parking tickets and they never knew that I failed. It's perfect.
Oh man, you just gave some really bad advice to so many people.
Yeah, I mean...
And do you work all the time?
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty consistently on the road for the past little bit, and like all I've ever wanted to do is turn my passion into a career. One of the highlights, I guess, of my career so far, I got to do a show for the Queen of England on her 90th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, in Windsor Castle. So that was
That's
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. Oh, a little applause for that.
That's impressive.
It was so surreal. It was crazy.
Yeah. So what's your dream gig? Or
I mean,
have you
just
already
to
done it?
yeah. Well, it's tough to say, but I think for me, it's just to keep performing and just being able to do it as a job. Because when you turn your passion into a career, you don't work a day in your life, right?
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if the boys have figured it out.
Let's do it.
You know, it's really charming when we have people on that don't do magic full-time all the time, but it's also wonderful to see a real pro. You just have real style, real grace, and also you brought it down to us. A lot of guys try to stay as far away from us as they can. They take a little deck of cards and say, Penn and Teller, I'll be at the other end of the football field if you need me. Watch these card moves. And you brought it right down into our laps. The selection that I did was fabulous. That's a really, really smart, clever way to do that, even though it doesn't adhere to strict card table protocol. It still seems like a completely free choice. It was great that way. Doing the Joker thing, the acrobatic thing, right in Teller's face was great. And then we also know that we've read all the books of Robert Harbin. Is that a magic word to you right there?
Exactly.
And so you deserve a cigar for doing a great show.
Oh, thank you.
Great show.
Does that mean they figured it out?
It does, of course, exactly.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Darcy O.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more outrageous magic, including a trick by the best in the business, Penn and Teller.